Great. Shall we make a... I think we've got enough members to make a start. Thank you, everybody. I'll just do the formal items at the top of the agenda. Are there any appeals against refusal of inspection of documents, please?
No appeals, Chair.
Is there any exempt information, please?
No exempt information on the agenda today.
Thank you. Are there any late items?
No late items.
Thank you. I turn to the committee. Are there any declarations of interest? Okay. Do we have any apologies, please?
Yes, Chair. We have apologies from Councillors Flint, Galton and Kidger, and we've got Councillor Smith in attendance as substitute today.
Thank you, Councillor Smith. I'm going to turn to the minutes of the last meeting. Is everybody happy with those? I take it people are. Has nobody spoken up? So I'll move on to item 7, which is the proposed community governance review of Horsforth Town Council. Sue, would you like to...
Yeah, sure. So on the 8th of October, we received a request from Horsforth Town Council asking us to undertake a community governance review. So community governance review is a process used to consider parish arrangements, including the electoral arrangements, which is the purpose of this proposed review. The Town Council wished to increase the number of wards by 1 and redistribute the existing number of councillors. It is estimated the review will take a maximum of 6 months to complete, and there are no financial implications to Leeds City Council. The proposed terms of reference and timetable for the review are included as Appendix B to the report. If a review is approved and undertaken, any new arrangements will come into effect at the next scheduled parish and town council elections, which will be held on the 6th of May 2027. I think it's worth mentioning that if we don't approve this, they have the option of getting together a petition, which would we'd have to do the review then in any case. So we're asking General Purposes Committee to recommend that we to approve the review to undertake a community governance review of Horsforth Town Council and approve the terms of reference and timetable at Appendix A. The review will commence on the 6th of January 2025 if it's approved. Thank you, Chair, and happy to take any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the committee, please? Councillor Stevenson.
Thanks. Just for clarity, when you said no financial implications, would if this was to go through an additional board created, would that mean there has to be a new polling station for that specific ward?
No, it would remain where the polling station is currently.
So we'd end up with a polling station counting, receiving ballots for 2 separate wards at the end?
Yeah.
Isn't that the argument, though, of why they've asked to split it out in the first place? But isn't that their argument is, I think, that at the minute 2 different areas vote at 1 station, and that's creating complications, so we need to split the wards out, and we'd end up with those wards still voting at the same polling station.
Chair, can come in and help?
Yes, please.
You're right, Councillor Stevenson, that was part of their request, but it is made clear in these documents that is how the council would organise the polling station. I don't know whether it means that it would be a polling station that would be closer to the new area. I'm not sure of the detail, but that'll all come out in the process.
Thank you. I think the purpose of this paper is to agree with the review, and it sounds like we're getting into a little bit of the issues that could be considered by the review, rather than, like I say, the recommendations, which is to start the review. Are there any more comments, please? That's great. Turn to recommendations on page 9 of the papers, which is that we start the review, and it sets out the terms of reference and timetable, so it comes back here in the spring. Is everybody happy with those, please? I take it everybody is. That's great, thanks. If we could move on to the next item, item 8, please.
Thank you, Chair. That's me. So this report relates to 3 of the outside bodies to which GPC appoints and a request for consideration by GPC. So the first being the Robert Salter Charity. Paragraphs 5 to 12 of the report set out the context to the changes, which you'll note is a change from the 3 member appointments which were made in July, and the charity now requests just 1 member appointment. Paragraph 10 does set out some options for the committee to consider if they wish to. So the first being, obviously this is a strategic and key category appointment. Does the committee wish that to remain, or would they like to consider in the future, could this be delegated to the local community committee to decide? If it remains strategic and key, who would you like the 1 nominee to be? Or would you like to nominate for the remainder of this year, and we'll consider the determination of the category perhaps when the outside body review is complete, and we'll report back on that in June, July, whenever the first meeting next year is. The slightly easier appointments are the Environmental Protection UK. I'm just asking the committee to note that that has been wound up, and we will remove that from the schedule of outside bodies. And the third item is the Leeds Playhouse Theatre Board. This is outlined in paragraphs 15 to 18 of the report. The committee is asked to consider a request received from the Liberal Democrat group who wish to nominate Councillor Gettings to their Liberal Democrat seat on the board, because due to the way that the Leeds Playhouse Board timetables its board meetings, the Liberal Democrat nominee, Councillor Campbell, is unable to attend, and none of his colleagues can attend either. So grateful to take any questions. But basically, are members happy that Councillor Gettings would be the Liberal Democrat nominee for the rest of the year on the Playhouse Board? Are you happy to know EP UK is now closed? And then just to take a decision on the Robert Salter Charity appointment, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments, please? Councillor Stevenson.
Comment, happy with the last 2. And on the first one, I think normally where we have appointments that are made by whips, they come through this committee. So that's where there's a number of different parties represented. Where it's just 1, my view would be for a community committee to decide who that is between them, I think.
Thank you. Going to make the rare occasion of agreeing with Councillor Stevenson there. I think it is a charity associated with the Pudsey Wards. Probably best to be done by the relevant community committee. So, are we all happy with the second 2, which seems straightforward, and like I say, the Robert Salter one, to ask the relevant community committee to make that appointment alongside its other appointments?
Thank you, Chair. I'll inform the clerk of that and the change. We'll update the schedules of outside bodies to be appointed to, and we'll make sure that that can be implemented. Thank you.
Great, thank you. With that, I'll close the meeting. Thank you, everybody.